everyone, welcome back to another video. I have recently quit my 9-to-5 job to take a bit of a mental break and have some creative time for myself. So I recently posted a video about my 4 different streams of income that I currently have, and one of them was UGC content. And so UGC stands for user generated content. It is where you're making customized videos for brands that they can use for ads or material for their website, kind of etc. And brands will pay you for these videos. If you're watching this video, you probably already know what UGC is, so I'm not going to go into too much depth on what it is, but I think in general the UGC world and community is highly glamorized. You see a bunch of girls just posting about how they've quit their 9-to-5 and are making a full-time income off of UGC. And I think it's totally doable, but a lot of the time these girls are also selling their own online courses or products. So of course they are making these videos as free advertising for their products or services. So just take all of those very glamorized videos with a grain of salt. Half the time, or 90% of the time, even, they are selling something themselves, which, you know, you do you. I would probably do the same. It's really smart, but you don't also want to lead people on into thinking that, you know, this is a get rich quick scheme that, you know, they can quit their jobs immediately to do. So that is a little bit about my thoughts and feelings. Once again, I think it is totally doable. I follow and I watch other girls making UGC their full-time gigs. So with the time that I do have on my hands right now, with not having a 9-to-5, I am going to test out a few strategies to see if I can actually put this to the test and make some money doing UGC. And when I say make money, I don't mean a couple $100s for the month. I mean maybe like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 or $4,000 per month from UGC. So actual money that can maybe make a difference in my life. I have currently already had my experiences with UGC. I'm actually working with one particular brand who has now reached back out to me for the 3rd time to create new content for a new brand. So that is totally awesome. They are, you know, they've seen my work in the past 2 collaborations and they've invited me again for a 3rd one. I will be transparent. I'm currently being paid like $200 per video that I submit. And another thing that I do notice when I see a lot of girls publicizing UGC, they are making a lot more money than that. And honestly, like, of course, $200 is a lot of money. You know, it is a lot of money for making these videos. Like, I'm not complaining, but I am curious how other girls are making hundreds or thousands of dollars per video. Like, are they super big on a specific platform, or are they just amazing at negotiating and pitching? I am totally ready to dive deeper into this UGC world, and I do have to do some more research. So in my time right now, I am really trying to focus on building my UGC portfolio so that I can be prepared to start pitching to brands and actually landing more than, say, 1 or 2 UGC collabs or deals a month. So that is what I'm kind of currently sitting at. It's like 1 to 2 a month. If I can get that to even 5 to 10 would be amazing. I don't know if that is doable, but let's just see if I can really crack down and get all my ducks in a row so when I do start pitching, I'm successful with getting through to brands. I'm going to track this entire journey so that I can see how my UGC kind of career started. And if you want to follow along, please hit that subscribe button, or you can also follow me on my Instagram, which is down below. So now, quick in this video, I also wanted to just share a few of the first steps that I've taken to start my UGC journey, and that is creating specific UGC social media accounts. So currently I have created a new UGC Instagram and a UGC TikTok. I was only going to do Instagram at first, but now I kind of convinced myself that I should be on TikTok, especially because it's a different platform, and I just want to test the water in there as well. I have heard, I don't really use TikTok much, but I know we've all heard that it is easier to grow on there, which is why I want to utilize TikTok as one of my social media strategies. Now, a few tips when creating your UGC Instagram account, and this can apply to TikTok as well, although I don't think on TikTok they are as, you can explain as much in like your bio or anything. On Instagram, you can add a lot of details in there. I could totally be wrong. I'm not too familiar with TikTok. When you are creating your new Instagram account, a few tips that you want to add in are make sure that your Instagram handle, so the little @ sign and then your name, includes the words or phrase UGC in it. So for example, the new Instagram account that I just created is Camila brand.ugc, and my last name actually has brand in it, so I just cut my last name in half and I'm using the first of it. It's not that I'm using brand as, because I want brand deals, which I do, but it's actually my last name. So it includes UGC, and this just helps others identify that you are a UGC account. It also plays into if anybody is searching UGC in the search bar, your account has a higher likelihood of popping up, and playing with all this SEO that's going on in the background of Instagram and the algorithm. When you are creating your bio, you once again want to let people know that you are a UGC content creator. So be sure to include that. I like to put in, it's not mandatory, but I like to put in where I'm from, so I'll put Toronto. I know some brands are location specific, so for any reason you want to let a brand know that you're in this city or this province or state or whatever, they will know. Now, of course, in your bio, you want to have a link that is a call to action. So this could take them directly to a kind of like a media kit or a rate card, though I don't recommend, just through watching other UGC tip videos, I wouldn't really recommend putting like your exact rates in your call to action. You don't want to expose those details yet. I think rate details should just be discussed later. You never know if like a brand is looking or has a higher budget that they want to pay you, and you're stating that you're happy with a lower amount, just a bunch of different kinds of stuff like that. So negotiating and rates is something that I need to look into more. There is definitely a lot of strategies you can follow there, but having your call to action in your bio is important so that they can at least learn a little bit more about you within kind of like a website or a slideshow presentation, and you can make those on Canva for free. I don't think it needs Canva Pro. So they will learn a little bit more about you, the types of UGC content that you can make, and just your experiences in general. Another tip that I would do when you're first starting your Instagram UGC account is to follow at least 100 different UGC content creators, and you can find them just by searching them in the Instagram search. So if any of them resonate with you, give them a follow. Definitely be sure to follow some UGC creators that base their accounts off of helping other creators grow in UGC. So kind of like UGC content creator tip accounts. I follow a lot of those, and they're really helpful. I learn a lot of information, and they'll kind of kickstart your journey in it. So definitely follow a mix of just UGC content creators and creators that are pumping out tips and advice on how to start. And of course, you can follow more than 100 accounts if you want to, but I think just like a general rule is when you're starting your account, be sure to follow accounts. Because you want to get your name out there as well, and you want your feed to start showing the type of content that you want to see. Like if you wanted to even focus on like beauty, like self-care or skincare UGC content, you may want to target those accounts that are already creating it so that your feed just consists of what you want to see, and it is a lot more niched in general. Now, after you have followed accounts, you want to make sure that you start engaging every day with these accounts. This can be tricky to keep up every single day, but it will really get your name out there. Commenting and liking on posts and reels actually help boost your account. Other people will see your name, and over time, though it's not immediate like results, over time you will see more followers come in, more likes on your account, because you're pushing your account out there, and it is a little bit like a ripple effect after some time. My next tip when you're starting your UGC Instagram account is you want to start posting, and one of the best ways to grow your account fast is to post 1, reels, and 2, a lot of reels. So definitely like you want to be posting actual photos of posts and carousels, but reels are gonna push your content out to people that don't follow you, so non-followers. There are so many different tips that you can follow to make successful reels that, you know, I won't go over, but I would recommend posting at least once a day, and this can be very easy B-roll content. It doesn't need to be like super intense like reels that you spend like 1 to 2 hours on. Like, can be really easy, like simple stuff, but just staying consistent on the platform and with your content is going to help your account be seen and increase your reach. So on Instagram, your reach is just how many other accounts has your content reached in the last month. So recommend post 1 to 2 times per day, and definitely include a reel in either every day or every other day. I think once you begin with these very basic steps with starting a new UGC Instagram account, you can then move on to actually creating content for your portfolio that you can use when you start reaching out and pitching to brands. And as I'm new in this space as well, I need to do a lot more research, but I will share my kind of journey and my tips that I have when I begin pitching to brands. I'm gonna try to grow or try to do a little bit more posting on Instagram and on TikTok. And once I think that these are good to go, I am gonna come up with some custom like brand pitches, and I may utilize either Zoom info or LinkedIn to find contacts. That's what I've heard so far that work well, but we will see how that goes, and I will share that in a next video. I hope this was helpful. Once again, this is a community or world where a lot of girls make it seem super easy to do, and though it is easy to make a couple videos, I am actually going to try and test to see if it can replace or come close to a full-time income like a lot of these girls are saying, and share with you how easy or difficult it has been for me. So thank you once again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.